Hello students, in this session we are going to take a practical based on sludge volume index. Okay, so our today's aim is to determine sludge volume index. It is also called as sludge index. So sludge volume index is also denoted by SVI as well as SI. Okay, so basically what we need to know, what is sludge volume index. Okay, so and where it is applicable. So as we know the process of ASP, that is a biological treatment or secondary treatment given to the sludge or secondary treatment given to the sewage. Okay. So here as we know from PST, say this is PST, that is your primary settling tank or primary sedimentation tank, and this is aeration. Okay. The process of aeration takes place over here, and this is secondary settling tank, that is SST. Okay, that is secondary settling tank SST. Okay, so the flow of sewage, raw sewage occurs from PST to aeration, aeration to SST. So the sludge deposited at PST, say about 1 to 2 hours, is sewage is retained, and at PST the sludge is deposited at the bottom of PST. Okay, that sludge is called as normal sludge. Okay, it is a primary sludge. Okay, it is a primary sludge, and the sludge deposited in the secondary settling tank. Okay, this sludge is an activated sludge. Okay, the sludge deposited in the secondary settling tank is activated sludge. Okay, what we do, we take a activated sludge, some part of activated sludge in aeration tank. Okay, we take some part of activated sludge, say 20 to 30%. 20 to 30% activated sludge is taken in aeration tank, that is called return sludge. Okay, this how much quantity of return sludge which we have to take, that is decided by SVI. Okay, on the basis of SVI we decide to determine how much quantity of return sludge we have to take from secondary settling tank to aeration tank. Now you know what process takes place in aeration tank. At aeration tank, the second activated sludge, some part of activated sludge is there. Okay, and we can say this raw sewage in which the primary sludge is already deposited, that sewage, raw sewage is taken in aeration tank, and at aeration tank, say this is your raw sewage and this is activated sludge, and this with the help of diffuser, this activated sludge is properly mixed here. Okay, this activated sludge is properly mixed in this raw sewage, and the ultimate mixture is formed called as mixed liquor. Okay, this mixture is called as mixed liquor, and in this mixed liquor we measure the concentration of mixed liquor suspended solid. We can see here mixed liquor suspended solids. Now you know what is mixed liquor, how it is formed. Mixed liquor is nothing but a mixture of a raw sewage and activated return sludge. The mixture is called as mixed liquor. Now what is mixed liquor suspended solid? The mixed liquor suspended solid is the concentration of suspended solid in mixed liquor. Okay, that we also call as a biomass. That we also call as a biomass. You know why we call it as a biomass? Because see, if this is organic impurities, okay, if these are the organic impurities, the layer of microorganism is other over here. Okay, the layer of microorganisms is other over here, and altogether it is called as a biomass. Okay, altogether it is called as a biomass. So activated sludge particles are nothing but your suspended particles. Okay, activated sludge impurities is nothing but your suspended impurities which are there in the aeration in suspension. Okay, that is why it is called as mixed liquor suspended solids, which are nothing but ultimately your biomass, which are nothing but an organic impurity which is completely othered by the microorganisms, so that this biomass is ultimately your activated sludge. Okay, so this activated sludge we have mixed in this mixed liquor, and we have got the concentration of mixed liquor. So this concentration we are going to measure. Okay, so in SVI we are going to measure the quality of sludge. okay, and the sludge volume index means how much quantity of sludge is going to be settled down in secondary settling time, that we are going to calculate. Okay, so students, to determine the sludge volume index, what we need to have, first of all we need to have the MLSS sample, that is mixed liquor suspended solid sample, that we have collected from the aeration tank. Okay, as earlier there was an aeration tank which was shown in between the PSD and SSC. From there we can take a sample of a MLSS, that is mixed liquor suspended solid. That sample we have collected from nearby STP. Okay, and in our laboratory we are having a setup that is called a EMOF cone apparatus. Okay, this is an EMOF cone apparatus, okay, which we are going to use for this practical. On that, okay, you can say the shape. Okay, this is conical shape of the EMOF cone apparatus, which is a plastic, which is made up of plastic material on which there are the graduations. Okay, you can see these graduations, and the volume of this EMOF cone apparatus is about 1000 ml. That means 1 liter capacity. Okay, so in EMOF cone apparatus, what we are going to do, listen it carefully, what we are going to do, I just show you. Okay, so this is EMOF cone apparatus. As you can see, a glass or plastic material or fabric material on which there the graduations are marked. Okay, so this is EMOF cone apparatus, and this is a MLSS sample, that is mixed liquor suspended solid concentration, having MLSS concentration liquid, okay, which we have collected from the aeration tank. So this is a mixed liquor sample which we have taken from a sewage treatment plant. Okay, nearby sewage treatment plant we have collected this sample, and this is the EMOF cone. By using this EMOF cone we are going to perform this practical. So we just see the steps how we can perform this practical. Students, what we need to do here, first of all we have to take a MLSS sample in this, till this marking. Okay, we have to take MLSS sample in this EMOF cone apparatus, okay, and let it to get settled down for 30 minutes. Let it to get settled down for 30 minutes. Okay, after 30 minutes, what you will observe? After 30 minutes, the sludge will get deposited here. The sludge will get deposited here, and a clear sewage sample will get at the upper level. So this sample is called as a supernatant. This is called supernatant, and this is called a settled sludge. Okay, so after 30 minutes we can observe the supernatant and the deposited sludge or the settled sludge. Okay, in case sometimes a bulking of sludge occurs, that is the one of the drawback or one of the operational trouble in the ASP, in which there is a bulking of sludge. You know what is bulking of sludge? The bulking of sludge is nothing but this sludge never gets settled down clearly. Okay, sometimes this sludge get dispersed in the medium. Okay, that is called a bulking of sludge. And the supernatant sample. This supernatant sample, okay, it looks like a cloudy sample. Okay, so that is very poor quality of sludge. It is called as a very poor quality of sludge. Whereas when this sludge gets deposited completely and we get a clear supernatant, okay, clear supernatant when we get, that is called a good quality of sludge. Okay, so after that we will come to know whether this quality of sludge is good or bad. Okay, so after 30 minutes you will observe that there will be a deposition of sludge and supernatant will be there at upper level. So what we need to do, we need to mark this reading. That reading will be in ml. Okay, this reading will be in ml. I just write it here. This reading will be in ml, milliliter, and the sample we have taken in this cone or in this EMOF cone is liter. So this reading will be in ml per liter. So that reading after 30 minutes you need to put here, milliliter per liter. Okay, the sludge deposited or the sludge settled after 30 minutes. Okay, now after that what we need to do, we have to take this 1 liter sample for measuring the suspended solid concentration. Okay, we have to take this mixed liquor suspended solid for a standard procedure of measuring the suspended solid concentration by using Whatman filter paper and by keeping it in a muffle furnace or a hot air oven for 110 degrees Celsius temperature for 1 day, and after that we can measure the concentration of suspended solid, and then we can write here the concentration of suspended solid in mg per liter. Okay, the concentration of suspended solid can be written in mg per liter. So this is a volume of sludge deposited after 30 minutes, and this is concentration of suspended solids present in mixed liquor. Okay, that we can measure after a one day, or over the night we can measure. So this liter will get cancelled. Then your final units will be ml per milligram. Okay, now if I want to convert this milligram into the gram, so how I can write this milliliter upon, see, milliliter as it is upon milligram 10 raised to minus 3 gram. So this 10 raised to minus 3 will come in the denominator, so it will be like 1000 ml per gram. So that will be the unit of your SVI. Okay, so that is what I have written over here. You can see here the unit of SVI is 1000 ml per gram. Okay, if I want to convert this in mg per liter, so that we will see how we can convert. At the end of the practical we will see. Just for the now we can understand the unit of SVI is 1000 ml per gram. Okay, so we'll perform the practical. Students, as you can see, we are taking a MLSS sample in this Imhoff cone apparatus. We have to take this up to the marking, that is 1 liter sample. Okay, that is up to the marking we have taken. So students, this is Imhoff cone apparatus. Okay, on stand we have mounted it, and for half an hour we have to wait. Okay students, so after half an hour or after 30 minutes we can see the sample here in Imhoff cone apparatus. Okay, the upper part, okay, this upper part is called as a supernatant. Okay, this one is a supernatant and this is a settled sludge. So what we have to do here, we have to measure the how much volume of sludge has been settled down in a duration of half an hour. So we'll just check it out. As you can see here, the 10 ml of sludge have been deposited. Okay. See the 10 ml of quantity of sludge, or less than 10, say 8 ml. Okay, 8 ml sludge is deposited in 1 liter of suspended, in 1 liter of sample of MLSS. So this part is supernatant and this part is settled sludge. So we can take 8 ml per liter. Okay. Okay. Now what we are doing, all dip karo niche. Okay. Now what we are doing, we are mixing these impurities again in this Imhoff cone. Okay, all these impurities are getting mixed properly, and this MLSS solution we are taking in a beaker of 1 liter. Okay, now we are going to perform a standard procedure to measure the suspended solid concentration in mixed liquor suspended solid. For that we are having conical flask and this funnel apparatus with us, as well as this is Whatman filter paper 43, which we are going to use to measure the concentration of suspended solid, as well as we are going to keep this filter paper in this muffle furnace. As you can see here, we are having this muffle furnace. In this muffle furnace we are going to keep this filter paper for 110 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. Okay, after that we are going to measure the concentration of suspended solids in MLSS. Okay students, so as we have measured the volume of settled sludge in Imhoff cone, let's say Y. Okay, Y we have measured, that is 8 ml. Right, 8 ml of sludge, okay, that is deposited or settled down at the bottom of Imhoff cone, that we have measured. Now we have performed a standard test to measure total suspended solid concentration in mixed liquor, and our total suspended solid concentration in mixed liquor is equal to 154.35 gram per liter. Okay, that is what the concentration we have measured by performing a standard test for TSS. Okay, now we just put these values in here in the formula here. So here what we will get, see the 1000, that is as it is, that we know how this 1000 we have obtained. Now 8 ml, that was the sample, or that was the sample of sludge, or that was the sludge which was deposited or settled down at the bottom of Imhoff cone, divided by the concentration of TSS, that is 154 0.35. Okay, the unit of this is ml per liter and the unit of this is gram per liter. Gram per liter. This liter will get cancelled. So final answer you will get here, that is about 51.83, that is ml per gram. Okay, so that is the SVI of mixed liquor sample code which we have obtained. Okay, we know the range of SVI. Okay, that is about 50 to 150. Okay, and milligram per, sorry, ml per gram. That should be ml here, right? Ml per gram for good settling. Okay, that we call as a good settling. And here we have obtained our value as 51.83 milligram, sorry, 51.83 milliliter per gram SVI value. That means in secondary settling tank there is a good settling of sludge occurs or activated sludge occurs. So in secondary settling tank a good settling of activated sludge will occur. Okay, so that is what our aim of SVI is. Now based on this value we can calculate the amount of sludge which can be returned as activated sludge. Okay, so this is a concentration of activated sludge, okay, which could be deposited at the bottom of secondary settling tank based on the total volume. Okay, based on a total volume of secondary septic tank, the total quantity of SVI can be, total quantity of the sludge can be calculated, and based on that about 25 to 30% sludge can be returned as activated sludge in aeration tank for the process of mixed liquor. Okay, so here our final reading of SVI is 51.83 ml per gram. Okay, thank you.